Hi guys, it's your favorite MILF from the Queen City of the South and your self-proclaimed face of Cebu drag. And for today, I would like to invite you to get ready with me. Yes, I'm going to be doing my drag makeup. So if you want to see me transform from this to this, keep on watching. But before that, please do not forget to follow me in all of my social media accounts. Alright, let's start. So first off, I need to remove these hairs here and also a little bit of the sideburns because this is where I will be gluing my wig. And I go against the grain para you would be able to remove majority of the hair. I really don't recommend doing this to anyone, but for me, I do it because it's easier for me to glue my wig on. Okay, so before I start, I need to block my brows. What we usually do is we just get some tissue and some alcohol. This will help remove extra dirt, and if you have makeup still, and this will also remove that, and at the same time this will also remove the moisture, also the sideburns guys. All right, let me just get my rubber band just to tuck away the hair. Since I don't have any primer, what I replace that with is ice, like this ice cube here. I don't recommend for you to put it directly on your skin. Get like a cloth and then you rub it in. This will also help close out the pores, especially on this area. Baka naman may gusto mag-sponsor ng Botox dyan. Kailangan ko na magpa-Botox. Tingnan nyo naman guys ang age lines natin. And what I can say for those na nagpa-enhance or magpapa-enhance, I don't see anything wrong with it because for one thing, it's your own money and it's your face also. So your face, your decision. You do you. Now it's time to lock our brows. And ito pinaka-common na ginagamit namin guys ng mga drag queens. Elmer's glue, disappearing purple. Why purple and not the regular one? Well, mainly because you would know if it's already dry when the purple color is no longer there. Simple. I would love to really cover it talaga. So I also go against the grain just to make sure that all the hairs would have glue. Okay, so that's covered. But that's just the first layer, guys. What I like to do is get a dumi. Pero okay lang yan. Kasi di ba sabi nga nila na hindi dapat nililinis yung brush kasi nawawala yung magic. Anyway. But of course, for hygienic purposes, guys, make sure that you clean your brushes and everything that you use. Kasi ayaw naman natin na matawag tayo na dugyo. I like to go up just like that. And di ba may excess dito sa comb? What I do is I scrape that off and I use that to cover it up para hindi naman sayang yung product. The reason why I love to bring it up, parang nalilift niya din yung face a little bit, I feel. Or feeling ko lang talaga yun. Pa-feeling talaga ako, guys. And I make sure that I really press it. Don't worry about the build-up because we can just use some alcohol just to remove yung nag-build up na parang nagkumpol-kumpol. So that's just the first layer. And if you notice, there's no more purple color. So that only means that it's already drying up or it's already dried up. So let's go ahead and put another layer of glue. Drag is really a whole lot of work, guys, promise. So I like to use this side to brush everything up. We need that to be super flat talaga. Usually, wala akong patience talaga, guys. So, what I like to do is, I like to use a blow dryer para mas madali. Especially pag may mga shows, I like to do that because para madali talaga. Although, I'm the type of queen na I allot 4 hours max for me to do my makeup para hindi tayo nagmamadali. Ayoko yung nagmamadali because I feel na pag nagmamadali ako, I would not be able to produce like a very beautiful makeup. Feel ko lang yun. Alright. So, I'm going to be adding my third layer. Probably this is going to be my last layer for today. Alright, so while that is drying up, let me just give you a brief background of my drag name. So my drag name is Nicole Pardaux, and my first name, Nicole, came from the leader of the Pussycat Dolls, Nicole Scherzinger. I feel kasi na she is like that ultimate bombshell. She can dance, she can sing, she's jack of all trades, I would say. And then my last name, Pardaux, it's from the name of the barangay where I currently live, Pardaux, Cebu City. But the spelling lang is P-A-R-D-O. I just changed the last letter from O to AUX because I used to work in the BPO industry, guys, from 2007 to 2022. Ganun katagal na. So, lahat ng mga taga-call center or nasa call center industry dyan, I know you guys can relate to OX, right? At the same time, I was also born 1985, year of the ox. But of course, I want it to sound very social, very French-ish. Kaya it's Pardaux. I know maraming nami-mispronounce yung last name ko because hindi nga sanay sila, but it's pronounced Pardaux. Pardaux. So, Nicole Pardaux. Alright, so it's almost about to dry up. And I'm going to cover that one with powder. And I'm using the Nichido. Guys, I'm a very cheap queen. The expensive stuff in my makeup bag are either given, gifted, or sponsored. I'm fine with drugstore makeup or local makeup, local brands. Now I'm covering the brows with powder. So I like to really press it in, guys. Yung talagang malalang press. So this will flatten the brows. Don't worry about the excess product. You can just brush it off later on. So now, I am going to start with my base. Parang nasabi ko na to on my last video, guys, that there's really no rule when it comes to makeup. Some queens would like to start with their eyes. Some would like to start with their basing, which I will be doing right now. So now the foundation that I'm using is by PINKFLASH. This is the number 6. I bought this one from the TikTok shop. I will be putting the link down below, guys. Mura lang to, promise. It's like around 300 something for an entire set. So you will get already the foundation, concealer, and a beauty sponge. I like to be super generous when it comes to the products. O, diba, bobo ako. May nakalimutan talaga ako, guys. I actually forgot to color correct pag tumatanda talaga tayo. What I'm using is this iMagic color palette, and I like to use the orange one. The orange one.
6 piraso po ng egg waffles po. Kuya, egg waffles. Kuya, the orange ones. Oh, quick pala tawag doon. I'm so sorry.
So, we're just going to cover our 5 o'clock shadow. Honestly, hindi ko alam bakit 5 o'clock shadow yung tawag. Can you comment down below, guys? Like, why is it called 5 o'clock shadow? And then, I like to color correct also my brows. Speaking of brows, guys, sometimes talaga what I also put on my brows is I like to put hairspray para super pakak talaga siya, as in yung tipong hindi siya gagalaw, as in. Now, I don't really recommend that, but for me, it actually works. I'm gonna blend that just using my fingers, guys, because I feel that our fingers are like the best blending tool ever. I like to use the sponge that I used earlier, and this is just going to set that color corrector, just like so. We're now ready to cover our face. What I like about this PINKFLASH is it is really full coverage, as in I love it. For its price, it's really worth it talaga, guys. I like to extend the foundation to the ears. Wala lang, feel ko lang. Para of course, our ears would be blended with our face. Para it's like cohesive all the way to the hairline. Guys, ang dami nito, promise. Like, how many months ko na ito siya ginagamit? Probably 2 months, I would say. Again, this is not sponsored. I bought this with my own money. Baka naman, PINKFLASH. Pa-sponsor naman po. let's be practical because ang mahal ng mga makeup, guys. And kung may mga kind-hearted dyan, gustong mag-sponsor sa akin, ifa-flash ko dito ang aking GCash QR code. Baka naman. So we're done with our foundation. Now, let's move on to our contour. I start off with the creams before I move on to the powder products. For my contour, I'm actually using Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer in Terracotta. This is sponsored sa Drag Race. And speaking of Drag Race really has changed my life. Dumami yung followers, and then dumami yung mga opportunities, mga events, mga invites, ganyan. I'm very thankful to Drag Race Philippines for giving me that big break that I was praying for. For the contour, I would recommend for you to go above your normal cheekbone. So this is where I place my contour. I like to contour also my jawline. Para lumiit yung chin, I also contour this part right here. Of course, the temples and then the forehead. So I like to blend that with a brush. I'm actually using Anastasia Beverly Hills A18. Thank you so much, Anastasia. I like to extend that one super down. Most of the time kasi I'm wearing a breastplate. So, hindi ko na talaga i-cover pababa because naka-makeup na din yung breastplate ko actually. And then, I like to use a different brush this time. This one is not by Anastasia. This is... I'm not really sure where ko ito nabili. For some reason, nawawala siya. Nawawala talaga yung brush ko from my contour. Oh, diba? Nawawala talaga siya, guys. So, I will be using a different one na lang this time. I'm going to be using this Anastasia brush A2. Just clean that one. So, I'm using this one as a cleaner. So, meron siyang parang sponge-ish. Usually, nilalagyan ko din ng alcohol. Konti lang. Just to clean the brush. And let's start to contour our nose. I know my makeup looks crazy right now, guys, but sabi nga nila, you have to trust the process. So what I'm doing with my nose line right now is not the same that I'm going to be doing with the powder product for the nose line. It's going to be different and you will see later. Snatch talaga natin because we want that super maliit na nose. And speaking of nose, again, hindi ako magsasawang mag-thank kay Dr. Fremont Base for making me look good. Siya po yung gumawa ng nose ko. So that's our nose contour. So now I'm gonna be using a sponge to blend everything. So blend ko siya before I put on my concealer, guys. I make sure that I don't cross the line kasi baka magalit. And also down here. I like to have like a V shape here to have that like really sharp chin. The reason why I start out with the creams is I feel that when you start off with your creams and then finish up with your powder products, mas long-lasting yung makeup nyo. So with that, we move on to our concealer. And I'm using the Pink Flash Concealer number 2. So I also go on the side of the nose. And that's the power of makeup. It enhances, it elevates your beauty. And then on top of your cupid's bow, the chin, and then this part of your forehead. Of course, down our nose line. Let's blend that one out using our beauty sponge. Also, ma-share ko lang, guys, I was born here in Cebu, but I actually grew up in Tacloban City. So, doon ako nag-elementary and then nag-high school, pero dito na ako sa Cebu nag-college. I like to use the tip of the sponge and just dab. Just to blend it lang din. And I don't stop there, guys, because this is drag makeup, so we have to really elevate it more. I'm using actually this May Cheer Exquisite Crown in number 1. And this is white talaga. Gamit na gamit talaga siya, guys. Again, not sponsored. Kung may gustong mag-sponsor dyan, you know what to do. Put that on the spotlight area of the face, which is this, and this. Ooh! Wait, I forgot to, cut the cheeks. So I'm just using my concealer and I will be cutting the cheeks. Like to really bring it to the mouth area. Let's blend out the swipe na nilagay ko. And see the difference after I placed the white, guys. This would actually give you that spotlight on your face. So para kang naglalakad na may spotlight. Blending is really key. And next is we're going to be adding blush. And this is by Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Blush. Pink Dahlia. Suggest kayo guys kung anong mga makeup na gusto nyong makita sa akin, or if there's any makeup na gusto nyong i-copy ko or something. We're also going to blend that. Let me do my brows first. I will be using the Dip Brow Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills in Auburn. What I like to do with my brows, guys, is I like to draw 2 lines on this side, 2 lines on this side. There. I like to put another line just the side of that, just like so. On that second line, that's where I will be starting my brows. Sometimes my brows would actually go up and then straight, or yung curve. So it really depends on my mood talaga, guys. Again, it really depends on you also if ano ba yung style nyo sa kilay nyo or whatever. I like to do both sides at the same time, just to make sure that everything is really, really balanced. Para if I see something that's not the same, I can actually just change it. Like this one, parang ang taas dito, so I can go down. I'm a very perfectionist pa naman na person. Yung gagawin ko this time is I like to go straight, just like that. Dito din, this side. Yes. So there. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills 7B. So this is like a angled brush. So what I like to do is I will be using the side. So this will be the width of my brows, guys. Really press that one down and drag it. So I will be working with that now. There are drag queens who prefer to do like a thin brow. Some would do like a very thick brow. I prefer, this one. Let's go ahead and put concealer here sa ilalim ng brows natin. Now, you would notice na parang, wow, ang dali-dali niya lang ginawa yan. It actually took me a while to get used to it. The more that you practice, it's going to be easier and faster for you to do it the next time around. We are going to just blend the edges, guys. Some queens would also conceal the upper part, but for me, I don't really do that. But it's really up to you. Now, we are moving on to our powder products, and I actually learned this from Patrick Starrr, the Reverse Baking. I like to start off with my contour, and for contour, I'm actually using Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Bronzer in Mahogany. Super madumi na siya. Kasi gamit na gamit. I like to start off there, of course, on the forehead, of course, our chin. Now, I will be contouring my nose using the same bronzer. I mentioned earlier that what I do with a cream contour is going to be different with the powder contour. I like to go down, but I stop right there. So with this technique, I feel it gives us that very pointy nose contour also the bottom area. Just like that. It's like an arrow up. Really press it in, and then I'll take that to the side of the nose, blending that one with our nose contour. Going up. Why is it super thick, Nicole? Because we're actually going to be baking that one here and the chin. And we're also going to be cutting our cheeks. The reason why it's also thick here, so that if once we do our eyeshadow, if ever there will be any fall off, you can actually just press it off later on. And then I like to grab what's left para hindi sayang talaga yung product, guys. Don't worry if we're covering the brows because we're also going to finish that one off with some powder products mamaya. Usually, neutral talaga yung ginagawa ko when it comes to my makeup. And I'm actually using this palette by Morphe. Fun fact, guys, on the first episode when we were getting ready, nakalakay lang yung parang plancha ni Kat on the table. And eto, nakapatong siya. And Kat forgot to unplug her plancha. Kaya, eto yung nangyari. 'Di ba? Pak. Oh. But, nagagamit pa rin naman siya, guys. So, and this was gifted by my good friend, Lel. Thank you so much. See, pudpud na talaga siya, guys. Like, I'm going to be using this one right here. And I like to use that for my base. I have a question, guys. But every time nagme-makeup tayo, we do something weird with our mouth. Yung parang ganito. Diba? Bakit kaya? Honestly, like, I also do that sometimes. We're going to transition muna. So, something a little light on the upper part and blending that one towards the top of our crease. And then this time, I'm going to take this parang mocha-ish just to enhance that. Sorry, naputol ang video because na-full na yung memory ko. So, ang hindi ko napakita is yung paglagay ng shadow ko dito, guys. So, yung ginawa ko lang is I got a card and gumamit din ako ng a darker shadow. Tinanon ko lang and then ganyan. Making sure na towards the end, light-handed na para it's going to be soft and blend ko din siya ng clean brush. Alright, so this time, we are going to be cutting our crease and I'm going to be using, again, the Clown Whites. So don't be afraid to like get white all over, guys, kasi i-blend natin mamaya. Again, why does it seem like it's very easy for me to do now? It's because matagal ko na siyang ginagawa, guys. So, before, yung ginagawa ko as in like talagang I take time to do my crease. Now, since alam ko na yung technique, alam ko na yung ginagawa ko. So, I'm just making sure na it's pantay. We're just going to blend it out to the outer part. So, what I like to do now is I will be taking a lighter shade and I like to tap it in here towards the middle and enhance the outer part a little more. And I'm using this shadow right here and I'm putting that one dito sa end part. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to blend those colors. I like to blend it in. It really depends on you, like how you would like to do it. But for me, I like to blend it in. Just really soft blending lang, guys. You have that very seamless transition between the colors. And then, I'm going to get a white shadow now. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Collection Pro Pigment Palette Volume number 1, guys. Tingnan nyo kung gano'n nakagamit itong palette na to. Generally, itong white na to. And I just tap that one in just like so. And then with that, let's again blend those colors. Let's do the lower eye. So, I just like to get a lighter brown. Let's just intensify it more. And then, I'll take the darker shade this time and put that towards the end and connect it to our upper eye. Now this time, I'm going to put on eyeliner. I'm using the Careline Graphic Ink Liner. This is very cheap, guys, promise. I like to enhance that area with black shadow from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. Just go over our eyeliner just to enhance. And what I like to do is I'm going to use this for the wing. What I like to do now is add white here on this part so it opens up our eyes. I also like to extend the eye towards the inner part. Let me enhance my eyes by using a black liner. This is by Nishido. Let me dust off the excess powder. For blush, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio. This 2 colors right here over our cheeks. I use the excess as transition for my contour and concealer. There's also another color which is the Velvet. I like to use that here. Parang transition din to our contour. So now, I'm going to be doing my lips this time, guys. So before that, I prime my lips. Buti pa yung lips ko, di ba, may primer. And this is by Anastasia Beverly Hills also. But I would recommend that you remove the foundation before you put on the lip primer, guys. Okay? And then I'm going to be using this pencil. This is actually an eye pencil which I use for my lips, guys. So when I line my lips, I like to connect it to my normal lip line. Because I like to have that pop effect sa lips. I like to also use the one that I use for my nose line, create a shadow on this part. So for the inner lip, I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in warm taupe. Let me just get a concealer now. And I like to put that one in the middle. It actually enhances the pop. And that's our lip, guys. We're actually almost done. What I just need to do is put on some lashes. But before that, before you put on lashes, make sure that you curl your lashes and then you put on mascara para there is something to anchor the lashes, guys. For mascara, I'm using the Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara by Anastasia Beverly Hills. For your lashes, make sure that before you put it on, make sure that you bend it just like that. When I'm putting on lashes, guys, I like to point it up instead of like going straight. And I'm crazy for highlighter, guys. Trust. Like, oh, see that highlight? The highlighter is highlighting. And your bridge as well as the tip of your nose. So, we're just going to do some finishing touches. Just like putting on some white here to enhance the new technique that I've been doing recently. I'm going to finish off my makeup with this makeup mist and set by Shawil. Fun fact, guys, I also use hairspray to set everything. Not really recommended, but I do it because I feel that my makeup lasts longer. And that is the finished makeup, guys. I'm just going to change clothes and I will be right back. The finished product. What do you think? I'm feeling my sheer fantasy, disco realness. What do you guys think? I would love to hear your comments and your feedback and suggestions na gusto nyong gawin ko on my next vlogs or next videos, guys. I would like to thank Mama Pao for my hair, and of course I would like to thank my good friend Rei Escario for my wonderful outfit. So, if you like this video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, share it to your friends and your family, and of course, ang pinaka-importante, mag-subscribe kayo and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I have a new video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you on my next one. Bye! Mwah!
I'm your favorite MILF from the Queen City of the South. Nicole with her twins rocking the game, no doubt. So get ready.